Hi children, welcome to botany class. Nowadays, we are continuously learning selected families of angiosperms. You have learned few dicot families. In this video, you are going to learn one of the monocot family, Musaceae. The common monocot family is Musaceae. Commonly, it's called as banana family. It's familiar to you all. Let's learn the botanical description of Musaceae. Botanical description. In all families, before entering into the family, first you will write about the systematic position. The very recent classification is APG system of classification. Previously, we followed Bentham and Hooker system of classification. In your book, both the system of classification is given. Let's see, in APG system of classification and Bentham and Hooker system of classification, the family Musaceae comes under this form, this classification. First, let's see the APG system of classification. It's a very recent system of classification where the angiosperms are classified into three different clades. This family, Musaceae, which comes under the kingdom Plantae, clade angiosperms, clade monocots, and the clade chameleonids, order zingiberales, and the family Musaceae. This system of classification is APG, belongs to APG system of classification. Under Bentham and Hooker system of classification, it comes under the kingdom Plantae, all the plants which comes under the kingdom Plantae. It belongs to the class Monocotyledonnae. Previously you learned Dicotyledonnae. This is one of the monocot family which belongs to the subclass Zingiberaceae, series Epigynae, order Zingiberales, and the family Musaceae. When you notice this, here the order ends with ales and the family ends with CA, Musaceae. So, Zingiberales, here order Zingiberales, family Musaceae, and the family Musaceae. So, first you write the systematic position of this particular family Musaceae. The common example of Musaceae is banana. Now, let's see how to write the botanical description. Here under this heading, you are going to learn three different questions. First one, the general character of Musaceae, the generally how many species and how many genera are present, the description, and you can describe. Another question, botanical description of Musa paradisiaca. You are going to learn a particular species called Musa paradisiaca. This is the species you are going to describe today. And another question, medicinal uses. It's economic importance, not only medicinal, economic importance. Economic importance of this family Musaceae, wherever it is important. That are the three questions you are going to study in detail. First, you are going to describe about the plant, botanical description of Musa paradisiaca. So, here it is given the family it belongs to the family Musaceae and the genus name is Musa and the species name is paradisiaca. The Musa paradisiaca, this is the genus name and the species name. Now, how to write this or how to describe? You start from the habit. Under these headings, you are going to learn. So, very easily it's better to illustrate when you are learning in this order. First, you write about the habit. Habit, root, stem, leaf, inflorescence. First, you write about the habit, under which habit this species belongs to. Then what about the root system? What about the stem, leaf, inflorescence, and describe about the flower, fruit, and draw the floral diagram and write the floral formula. Let's see the habit of this plant, Musa paradisiaca. Musa paradisiaca belongs to monocarpic perennial herbaceous plant. When you are looking this banana plant, it looks like a we can say either it's a shrub or tree, but it is not coming under a shrub or tree. It's a herb. What are herbs? Herbs are the very small plants, but this is looking big, but it is a gigantic perennial herbaceous plant. So habit is herb, gigantic herb, monocarpic perennial herb. There is a difference between monocarpic and polycarpic. It comes under monocarpic. Monocarpic perennial herb. So monocarpic, this plant, you know very well about this plant because in our area this plant is abundant. It completes its life cycle once it gives its yield. As soon as it produces the yield, when the fruit develops, this plant die off. So this is monocarpic, but polycarpic plants every season, every year it produces its yield. So this is coming under monocarpic gigantic herb. And root system, it belongs to monocotyledonnae. There are different characters shows dicot and monocot. Already you know, you learned very well. One of the character among root is adventitious fibrous root system. Fibrous root. The root is adventitious and fibrous. In dicot plant, previously you learned so many dicot families. The root system is taproot system. The taproot system which consists of a primary root, secondary root, and a tertiary root. But this root develops at the base of the stem. At the base of the stem, it produces the equal length of adventitious roots. Adventitious roots are the roots which develops other than radicle, any part other than radicle. So it develops from the base of the stem. So this type of root is fibrous root. So this root system is fibrous root system. What about the stem? In Musa paradisiaca, which shows two kinds of stem. One of the stem is real stem and another one is pseudostem. The real stem is known as rhizome and the pseudostem, another stem is pseudostem. The rhizome is present, the rhizome is the real stem, and the pseudostem, what you are seeing above the ground, the aerial erect part of the stem which is concealed around the sheathy leaf bases, roll around the main axis, is called as pseudostem. In the central part of the pseudostem, at the base, from the base, it is concealed with a central part which is named as shaft. The name of this is shaft. The central region, white color region. When you remove all this, after cutting the plant, when you remove all the leafy sheath bases, you found there is a white color part that is called shaft. This shaft grows in size, elongates and pierces the pseudostem, and terminal region it produces the inflorescence. Then after writing the stem, you write about the leaf. The banana leaf, you know that it shows very broad, it produces a long petiole and the leaf blade is very long, showing parallel venation. This is also one of the characteristic feature of monocot. the leaf is very long, single leaf, it is not a compound leaf. The leaf is single, simple leaf. Petiole is very large, this is petiole. Another important character of monocot is sheathy leaf basis. This is sheathy leaf base. The leaf base is sheathy. This is important characteristic feature of monocot, sheathy leaf basis. And this is the lamina of the leaf or the leaf blade. The leaf blade is very large and it shows obtuse, this region, this part. You may found there is a edge in the tip of this, obtuse, and pinnately parallel venation. This type of venation is parallel venation, pinnately parallel venation. Parallel venation is also one of the monocot characteristic feature of monocot plant. So, write about the leaf. These all are vegetative parts. Now, describe about the inflorescence. The inflorescence of Musaceae is spadix inflorescence. The inflorescence is branched spadix inflorescence. The branched spadix inflorescence, which produces small flowers, the flowers are covered with bract. So, this is the inflorescence of spadix, branched spadix inflorescence, which contains a large boat-shaped bract. The small flowers are arranged as a row. When the flower develops, this bract, it rolls back and fall down. So, these are the flowers. So, this is a branched spadix inflorescence. This bract, the bract which shows a boat-shaped structure, this is boat-shaped bract. A large, normally the plants possess a small bract, but this inflorescence which shows a large, the shape of the bract is boat-shaped bract called spathe. Inflorescence, and the flowers are arranged in rows in it. And this flower, the flower, there is a white color flower develops in it. This, there are number of flowers. So, these flowers shows perianth. There is no distinction of calyx and corolla. This flower, these are the flowers of Musaceae, which shows different parts. The perianth is made up of tepals. Each segment of perianth is called as tepal. So, in this flower, there is a two different types of perianth is observed here. The number of whorls present in it is, first you describe about the flower. The flower is zygomorphic. There are some terms. Already you learned in dicot families. Here the term is zygomorphic. Flower is zygomorphic. What does it mean? This flower, in the symmetry of the flower, at one plane it cuts into two. That is zygomorphic. So, in the floral diagram we are drawing this symbol for zygomorphic. Zygomorphic, we cut this flower in only one direction, it gives two equal halves. Symmetry, only one plane it cuts into two, that is zygomorphic, and it possesses bract. In the inflorescence you studied that, you saw that the bract spathe, the bract, boat shaped bract is present. So, the flower is termed as bracteate. The flower is bracteate. Ebracteolate, there is no bracteole. Bract is present but bracteole is absent. So, bracteate, ebracteolate, zygomorphic, and the perianth. When you observe this perianth, the tepals, this tepal, there is a tepal which possesses two different rows of tepal in this perianth. So, here it produces a tooth-like structure, 3 in outer whorl. There are 2 whorls of tepals present in it. 3 in the outer wall and 2 in the lateral wall. Here inside 2, together 5, which forms as a tooth-like structure called as abaxial lip. This is known as abaxial lip. So this is the fused tepal. There is a fused tepal and a free tepal. Another tepal is there, this tepal. This tepal is the free tepal, inner posterior free tepal, which is called labellum. So there are two different tepals found in this perianth in the flower of Musa paradisiaca. One is this abaxial lip, another one is labellum. So you may see this. There are two different types of perianth. Now, write about perianth. Then, after flower, you write about the fruit. The fruit is berry. The berry fruit in Musa paradisiaca. Now, you are going to draw the floral diagram. Look at the flower and draw the floral diagram. Now, seeing the flower, you write about the outer wall. First, the flower contains bract. Draw the bract here. Bract is present. The bow-shaped bract, spathe, bract, and the tepals. Number of tepals. Here it is perianth. There is no distinction of calyx corolla. So, only one whorl of perianth, which is arranged in two different whorls. Before that, when you are describing the flower consists of, normally typical flower contains calyx corolla, androecium, gynoecium. Here in this flower, there is no calyx corolla. So, together it forms as a single whorl called perianth. Perianth. Then you write about, under this flower, you write, before writing about the fruit, androecium and gynoecium. Androecium and gynoecium, which are important. Androecium. Androecium also, there are 6 different stamens are present. In Musa paradisiaca, there are 5 fertile stamens. One is staminode, so that in the floral diagram it is staminode. One is either absent or it is staminode. So 5 fertile stamens. And gynoecium, which is tricorpulary. When you cut open this, you may see this ovary. You can find that ovules are present in axile placentation. Tricorpulary. There are 3 corpus, 3 locules with axile placentation. The ovules are in axile placentation. So this is description of Musa paradisiaca. And you draw the floral diagram. Here outer 3, 1, 2, 3. In this perianth, fused tepal, there are 3 different tepals outside, 2 lateral tepal and 1 inner posterior free tepal. So these all fused together, that's why it's fused like this. This is showing the free tepal. And next whorl of there are 4 whorls, but here outer whorl is perianth. So one whorl. Second whorl is androecium, the stamens. There are 6 different stamens, but in Musa paradisiaca, 5 stamens are fertile. These stamens are arranged opposite to the tepals. Look at this picture. This perianth, this stamen arranged opposite to this tepal, this stamen opposite to this stamen opposite to this tepal. Likewise, these two, it's opposite to this tepal. And this is the one, either it is absent or staminode. So, you mark like this. Inner to this, the inner whorl is called as gynoecium, tricorpulary ovary, syncorpus, corpus are united, and axile placentation. This is botanical description of Musa paradisiaca. Now, you write about the floral formula. Look at the diagram, floral diagram, and write the floral formula. Start from here, the floral formula. This is, in this flower, it is a unisexual or bisexual, because bisexual as well as unisexual flowers are present. In Musa paradisiaca, it is polygamous because three different types of flowers are found, that is staminate flower, pistillate flower and bisexual flower. So here write about three different formulas, very simple. First write about the male flower. Male flower is otherwise called staminate, female flower is called pistillate flower and bisexual flower. In the male flower, staminate flower start from bract. Everything the spadix inflorescence, the bract is present, BR. Bracteoles absent, EBRL, ebracteolate. And zygomorphic symbol is this one, zygomorphic. Then perianth, here there is no corolla and calyx, so perianth, it's represented by P. Perianth, it's arranged in 3 plus 2 plus 1. There are 6 tepals which is arranged in 3 plus 2, 3 in outer wall, 1, 2, 3, 2 in the lateral side and 1 is free. So this 3 plus 2 plus 1, this free tuple. And andrecium, there are 6 stamens. This also arranged in 2 whorls. These 3, 1, 2, 3 in one whorl, 1, 2, 3, these 3 in another whorl. So it is 3 plus 3 arrangement. Gynoecium, this is the male flower. In the male flower, gynoecium is absent. So G0. And the flower is inferior ovary. If it is inferior ovary, you draw a line above G. Inferior ovary and there are two kinds of ovary, inferior as well as superior. This is inferior ovary because these flowers are sessile flowers. The ovary which is present below the other parts, all the ovary is present below, all the other whorls of the flower develops above the ovary called inferior ovary. Now write the formula of female flower. The same, it starts from bract, BR, which is represented as BR, bracteate, no bracteoles, EBRL, zygomorphic, perianth 3 plus 2 plus 1 and here this is pistillate flower. In the pistillate flower, andrecium is absent, 0 and gynoecium, there are 3 corpels, tricorpulary, syncorpus, corpus united, so write it, put it inside the bracket and inferior ovary. Now bisexual flower. In the bisexual flower, it starts from bracteate, ebracteolate, zygomorphic, perianth 3 plus 2 plus 1, andrecium, there are 3 plus 3, both are present, andrecium as well as gynoecium, 3 plus 3, gynoecium, 3, corpus, syncorpus, superior ovary. So this is very simple method of learning this botanical description, Musa paradisiaca. Another question is general characters. General character, you write about what are the species available under this family Musaceae. So generally how many examples are available, but this family, monocot family, it's a very small family which consists of only 2 genera and 81 species. There are 2 genera and 81 species are available. But in your book, only few examples are given. One of the main example is Ravinala madagascariensis. Ravinala. Ravinala madagascariensis. You are going to compare these two, Ravinala madagascariensis as well as Musa paradisiaca. So write about the habit. Here the habit is monocarpic perennial shrub in perennial herb in Musa paradisiaca, but Ravinala is a tree. This is a tree. Example, one word question they will ask, which is the example of tree in Musaceae? Ravinala madagascariensis is a tree. Ravinala madagascariensis. Musa paradisiaca is the herb, gigantic perennial monocarpic herb. This is the tree. So when it is a tree, so you write about the habit. Habit, it shows the difference. Another question is there differences between Musa and Ravinala. All other characters are almost same, but the different character is the habit is tree in Ravinala madagascariensis. And the stem in Musa paradisiaca, which produces two kinds of stem, real stem, rhizome, and the pseudostem. But here it is a tree, so the stem is woody stem. And the leaf in Musa paradisiaca, the phyllotaxy is spiral, but in this the phyllotaxy is disticus. Phyllotaxy. That means there are two rows of leaf found alternate to each other, found in two rows. The leaves are arranged alternatively in two opposite rows. That is disticus arrangement. You may see in several places this Ravinala madagascariensis. Two different, it's a tree, and that arrangement of the leaf is disticus, two rows of leaves arranged opposite to each other, and the arrangement of leaf is alternate, but it shows arranged alternatively in two opposite direction. That is two rows of leaves, disticus arrangement. Then the inflorescence of Musa paradisiaca is spadix inflorescence, but in this Ravinala madagascariensis compound cymose inflorescence. Compound cymose inflorescence. Then the andrecium. In Musa paradisiaca there are 5 fertile stamens in Musa, but in Ravinala all the 6 stamens are fertile. All the 6 stamens are fertile in Ravinala madagascariensis. And the fruit is berry in Musa. Musa the fruit is berry, but in Ravinala the fruit is capsule. Now this differences you can mention when you are writing about the general characters of Musaceae. First write the distribution wherever this is available, and how many genera and how many species. There are 2 genera and 81 species. And you write about the habit. When you write general characters, under general character you compare and write these two, Musa paradisiaca and Ravinala. And habit, stem, habit, root, stem, leaf, inflorescence, flower which contains perianth, andrecium, gynoecium. Then you describe about the fruit. So this differences, another question, important 5 mark question sometimes they may ask, or 3 mark or 2 mark, any 2 points or 3 points you can write it. What are the differences between Musa and Ravinala, Musa paradisiaca and Ravinala madagascariensis? These are the differences. Draw in the form of tablet column and write the differences. Habit, first you write about the habit. Here it is tree, there herb, then the leaf is, the stem is woody, there it is pseudostem. The stem shows 2 different stem in Musa paradisiaca. Leaf, phyllotaxy is spiral in Musa paradisiaca, disticus in Ravinala madagascariensis. The inflorescence is spadix, branch spadix in Musa paradisiaca, compound cymen, Ravinala madagascariensis. Then andrecium, there are 5 fertile stamens in Musa paradisiaca, all the 6 stamens are fertile in Ravinala madagascariensis. And the fruit is berry in Musa and capsule in Ravinala madagascariensis. Finally, the another question is economic importance. Economic importance. Economically, this family, the entire family of Musaceae, which is used in several ways. In all the families, the common uses are food plants. There are some food plants, medicinal plants, ornamental plants. Food plants, medicinal plants, ornamental. This is common in all families. But in this, in addition, there are fiber yielding plants and starch producing plants are present in this. And in textile industry, fiber yielding plant also present in this. What are the food plants? This Musa paradisiaca, you know, we are consuming banana. So banana is obtained from this Musaceae family. So it's one of the example is Musa paradisiaca, Musa chinensis. There are different examples of their food plants which are used as food. Then medicinal plants. The shaft of this, the pseudostem, the shaft, it used as an antidote of cobra bite. The plant is used as an antidote. And ornamental plants, Ravinala madagascariensis is one of the ornamental plant. Then Strelitzia reginae, and Heliconia species are examples of ornamental plant. Then fiber yielding plant, Musa textilis. Musa textilis is one of the fiber yielding plant. So write all this example in economic importance. So under Musaceae, you will learn 3 different type of question. First question is general character of Musaceae. Second question is botanical description of Musa paradisiaca. Third question, economic importance. Hope that you understand well. Thank you.